That's brand deals, man. Brand deals. I think that brand deals is the most misunderstood topic in the motorcycle community. There's a lot of people that talk about selling out. I got a comment on one of my videos, and I thought it was a really interesting comment. There's nothing wrong with it, but Bravo Moto Official had a response to one of my videos where I was talking about one of the big influencers who had a Ruroc helmet deal early on in his channel career, and how it ended up screwing him over in the long run because he wasn't able to really branch out and experience other brands when those brands came to him because they wanted his, they wanted his influence. So, he said something to the effect of, he said, what we're seeing more and more now than ever before is a lack of integrity. It's easy for creators to sell out. That was his words, and I told him I wanted to talk about this content. I wanted to talk about this topic because I think the major misconception is that people throw that word out, sell out. They throw that phrase out, being a sellout. I think they throw it around too lightly. And I think the reason why everybody has such a different opinion is because nobody really understands or has a common ground when it comes to what sellout means and what it actually is. So for example, one person can see, like for example, for myself, small channel, you see me come up from nothing, and I get to the point where I'm contacted by a brand that I like. Maybe it's HJC, right? Maybe they contact me and they say, hey man, like we see that you love HJC, you're always wearing their helmets, blah blah blah. We want you, we'd like to collaborate with you and maybe get you a helmet of your choice, like, what would you like? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I want the highest tiered freaking helmet that you got. That thing is badass, something I probably wouldn't be able to afford, or not necessarily afford, but want to go out and buy, right? And so I'm like, yeah, I want to do that deal. And so I start advertising their helmet. Somebody's gonna come up and say, dude, you sold out. You absolutely sold out. And it's like, how did I sell out? Because I put myself in a position, or I got myself in a position to be able to get a brand deal to help my channel grow. You know what I mean? To realize my dreams for this channel and what I want to do ultimately in the long run. And then sometimes you'll have people that say, okay, one brand deal is cool, right? Wait a minute, now he's getting all these brand deals. Now he's advertising, like for example, MBT and all these other different companies that, maybe hitting you up and they're like, hey man, we like what you do. We would definitely want you to advertise our gear. Then you get to that point where other people are saying, dude, you're selling out. You're just advertising these other brands. And they're saying that from a place of ignorance, in my opinion, because they just feel like you should be the same throughout and throughout, from the very beginning all the way through your journey. And they just don't understand it, because yes, everybody does motovlog for whatever reason that they want to, but not everybody wants to be a content creator. You have guys that out there that they just film their rides, they don't talk, they don't say nothing, they just do raw sounds, and that's all they want to do. They don't have any aspirations of getting brand deals or being able to advertise, to get these brand deals to help out their situation, to get paid to do what they love, and that's riding. Not everybody has not everybody wants that, you know what I mean? Some people just want to ride, you know what I mean? And some people have aspirations, they want to grow something. If nobody had that type of mentality, then we would have nobody on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok to actually watch. We would not be watching the Fastlane Ds. We would not be watching IMKs. We would not be watching a whole lot of these people if they decided not to elevate what they were doing to the next level. You know what I mean? These guys are giving us content full time, you know what I mean, as a job basically, and they're loving it, you know what I mean? So I don't think that you should fault them for doing it. I've heard things about Adobo Moto and things like that. Like, he's a sellout. He's always just advertising other companies and this and that. It just seems like, and honestly, I think a lot of that is just his personality, and some people just don't vibe with his personality, and that's okay, because in this moto space there's room for everybody, you know what I mean? There's room for everybody's content. Not everybody wants to approach brand deals like the way they do. He has a platform and he wants to use it the way he wants. Some people vibe with it, some people don't, but I don't necessarily think it's called selling out. He's getting paid doing what he loves, and that's riding, and the brand deals help him feed his family, help him realize his dream, and he's able to do it full time. So I don't think that anybody should hold that against any creator for what they really want to do. You know what I mean? So I kind of leave it right there, and we'll just exit this video. Hopefully you guys like the video. If you like, comment, subscribe if you want to. If not, give a thumbs down. It's still going to help the algorithm. Definitely, if you don't like what you saw, leave a negative comment, because that also helps the algorithm. That also helps the algorithm too. So man, like I said, I'm trying to grow our community and like I said, get to a point where eventually we can be monetized. We can get some branded deals that I truly believe in, and that I personally use, and at the same time grow my business and just continue to enjoy riding, man. That's what I love to do, and at heart I'm just a content creator. I love it. Catch you in the next one. Peace.